Alrighty, hello guys, and welcome to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. This game came out yesterday, and my wife was interested in it because it's from one of her favorite gaming companies, the people who made Wrath of the Righteous and, what was the other one? Kingmaker. Kingmaker was the other one. So we are going to play this game. It should be interesting. Let's see. Need to get to my channel. And put it on mute as well. Let's see. Put that down there. Do that. Me. Alright. But yes. Excuse me. So we are going to play this game. Let's go ahead and swap over to in-game. And get down here. I got my phone working. For some reason, I don't know why, for a couple of days, the Streamlabs just was not working. It was not, like, using any of my previous settings. It wouldn't save anything for, you know, any of my streams or nothing like that. And then, for some magical reason, it just started being normal. So this game is actually kind of cool already. I took a little look at it. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't going to actually play it. I made a character, did a little bit of a look-see, so we can actually, I wanted to make sure that it would work and all that, and see if I needed to do some reading. Unfortunately, you're going to hear my dulcet tones reading the story. Because only a very little bit of it was actually voice acted. Which, I mean, that's Owlcat's prerogative. They do that a lot in their games. I do wish more of the main dialogue was, you know, voice chatted, or voice read, but that's okay. So, we're doing the main story, because it's the only one that's out right now. This game does have co-op, though. So if you have a good, computer that can play it, you can actually play with friends, which is kind of cool. That's the first time they did that in one of their games. So we'll see about that later on. Let me finish doing my stuff real quick, and then I'll read what the story is. So, take up the mantle of a rogue trader, the scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty, currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis expanse. So, right now they're fighting basically pirate elves on the picture. This is the... You should notice that it's the one that I used as a thumbnail. Alright, I at least used like this half of it, basically. It's because, like I said, a lot of my thumbnails are not made by me. I just don't really have the time for it. I'm not that good at drawing, so I normally look up like official art for the game and just use that because, well, it's better to do that because that official art is what you're going to be seeing in the game anyways. Alright. So, let's see, difficulty. I think I'm going to be on normal. I love that it goes from custom to just unfair. I would do daring, but the game came out yesterday. This is freaking Warhammer. And yeah, Warhammer is already inherently unfair if you're a normal human. So, yeah, let's continue. Okay, continue. So, first and foremost, just like most of these games, we gotta make our character. Or we could use a pre-made character. I don't feel like using a pre-made character. Although this guy is kind of, you know, cool looking. He's a warrior, Karmasar kind of deal. But let's make our own character, shall we? Okay, so custom. Create a new portrait preset. Oh. Okay, that's cool. I can't do anything with that though. So back, custom character. X defaults. I mean, I might still use his portrait as my character portrait because there's not too many. Yes, you can actually be like a religious zealot type character like you see there, which is kind of cool. Like, not gonna lie. See, he would be kind of cool, but he's got a man bun. An Asian man with the curly, cute wig on. Which, by the way, hairstyle in this game. Like, he's kind of cool looking. No. Maybe him. He looks intimidating. Could also be him. He's a, I think he's a psyker. Which, I mean... Man, they just got some really messed up looking people and some really cool ones. Like, he's cool looking too. Maybe you. I think you. Okay. Appearance. So, as you see, they have 15 faces. Oh, presets. Okay, cool. Or 16 faces, sorry. I'm staring right at it. You know what? Let's do hair first. See, they have the hair. Oh, man. You can even go, like, almost full powdered wig with it. I'm not doing that. I mean, if I was doing, like, a meme character, maybe. Let's see. Sarge. For the Imperium of Man. Nah. Sorry. Just not into dreads. Like, see, that doesn't look half bad. Give him kind of like the prince from, Beauty and the Beast, the cartoon. Although I think he actually had more the colonial hairstyle. Actually, do they have the colonial hairstyle? They do not. Widowspeak? Nah. I honestly think that's one of the better ones, maybe. Oh, wait, they do! So right now it's a competition between that one and that one mostly. Dashing Rogue, Commissar. Let's do Commissar, shall we? I think that, or Colonial. I think that looks a little bit better. It fits a little bit more with the world. See, what you do is you choose their, like their actual look. I am... right there, I think. Yes. Because by choosing their actual look, you get a lot more, personality for them. Like, cause certain things just look better when they're mixed together, you know? He kind of looks like Alucard from, the, whatchamacallit, I think it was the latest Castlevania cartoon. Which makes sense. I mean, this is a, dark goth universe. Or, goth. Dark. I think that looks good. Okay, so tattoo number 1, definitely gonna be that one. Scars. Nice. And I think the class I'm going to choose is going to be Psyker. I want that on that arm. That looks kind of... What does that say? Mortis. Put a flaming skull on the... I mean, that does look kind of cool. But I wanted that on this side. See? And... Oh, that goes all the way down? Aw, oh, come on! There's no point in having so many options if over half of them just cover up the other ones. Oh yeah, that's... Can't there be some, like, upper bicep ones and then some lower ones? I mean, come on. Maybe if I do... Nah. I think that looks fine. Okay, augmentations. Now, we get a choice of augmentations. Some of them not gonna look good with what we, grabbed, right? Some of them gonna look fine. So, like this one. That covers up his scars a little bit, though. Can't even see that one. Just take a metal stamper right in the forehead. See, and some of these make it look like he's on freaking life support. And they just go right over his mustache. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that voice.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline.
Why? Oh, is my headphones in the wrong... My headphones in the wrong jack. There we go. I was wondering...
Death's hand reaches for me.
Your existence is naught but ashes.
Now let's find a good voice for him.
Empyrean, take this sacrifice.
Engage the engines. The best defense is a good offense.
Not bad, not bad.
Let my fury rain down upon thee. Deliver their demise. We have purified the battlefield of the enemy's taint. Macro cannons, volley! Fit for the Von Phalancius annals. A new challenge for me.
I might go with Heretic.
Through chaos, I stride.
I cannot...
I am but a vessel for the higher purpose.
Time for a round of space regicide.
Okay.
For the glory of the dynasty.
Probably that one. Homeworld. Ooh. So these get to do a bunch of cool stuff. I kind of like this because of the pinnacle of weaponry. You get plasma, melta, or power weapons deal additional damage equal to intelligence. For the remainder of the combat, bonus damage is decreased to intelligence divided by 2. Fires of the Forge. Gain a toughness bonus deflection against burning effect and flame weapons. Ooh. Yeah, honestly. But manufacturing super complex of unimaginable capacity and power. Over the millennia, different Forge worlds have become especially renowned for their philosophies or ways of war. These are often colored by the technologies they specialize in manufacturing. The bulk of a Forge world's population is utilized as a labor force, whilst the fortunate few may be inducted into the ranks of the Adeptus Mechanicus itself. Oh, that's like really good. This is a really good one. Let's see. Doing my part. DMP. If other characters in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first use of any abilities from this archetype costs negative or 1 action point less. Stronger together. Monkeys together strong. All allies, excluding Xenos in the current party, gain +5 to the same characteristic as the chosen for humanity's finest. No heresy. Imperial World characters gain a 10% critical chance and a 10% armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. Yeah, so in this world, a quick jaunt across the universe requires you to travel through hell. Which is kind of a funny way to, like, speed yourself along. Okay, their allies gain half the bonuses of no heresy. However, Imperial World characters, Lord Xenos and Lord Warp, are always 0. Ooh. Better to die for the Emperor. While under 40% runes, Imperial World characters gain a 10% bonus to all characteristics and +2 to resolve. Weapon skill? Oh wow, +10 to any skill that's not weapon skill or ballistic skill. That's pretty good. And then Death Worlds are, of course, Death Worlds. Like, you know, on Death Worlds, plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms, inimical to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxies. Those destined and found wanting die young. That negative to intelligence, though. Survival instinct. Once per combat, when wounds of a Death World character drop below 30%, they gain 20% of their maximum wounds as temporary wounds. Death World characters also gain 20% bonus to dodge and armor, while they have at least 1 temporary wound from any source. Berserkers. Okay. Brutal Hunter. Death World characters gain a 15% critical hit chance against targets with the bleeding effect or with 50% or less of their maximum wounds. Wounded Beast. Every injury increases your agility and willpower by 5. Every trauma counts as 3 injuries. Okay. Trusty Weapons. Death World characters gain 10% to critical hit chance for axes, hammers, and las weapons. Nice. Lifetime of Scars. Take tough bonus, less damage from flame, toxic damage, and bleeding effects. Ooh. Tenacity. Once per combat, when a Death World character is suffering from the stunned, blinded, or immobilized condition, this condition is ignored and they instead gain plus 20% temporary wounds to their maximum wounds. That's actually not too bad. I might go Death World. Okay, that one's just a positive or a negative. Basically, if people are close to you, you gain more, which you don't want in this game because grenades. Yeah. This is like your rogue, okay. I already did that. Fortress Worlds. Never stop shooting. Character kills an enemy, they gain a 10 stack of never stop shooting. Right. Combat Addict. Okay. Ooh, that's a big hit on your intelligence, though. At the end of their turn, Fortress will cherishes gain equal to half the minimal damage of the most damaging ranged weapon they use. Never stop believing. Voidbone. What about you? Fortune. Voidbone character can reroll any failed attack, dodge, parry, characteristic, or skill test with a 20% chance of success. Bloody Mess. There's a 10% chance to double the critical hit damage. Oh, gosh. Critical hits are already like 150% damage. So, like, an entire extra... Wow. But I'm thinking either that one or the Forge World. I just noticed the Forge World doesn't have a primary one. Let's do a Death Worlder, shall we? Okay. Now we have to choose a background. Now, I'm already going to say probably not the Astra Militarium commander. The Imperial Guard. They're your primary fighting force, yada yada, but, you know, they are, well, maybe. I think that would be better if I was doing, like, if I chose a different background. Commissar, at all costs. Wait, did that? Okay, regimental tactics. So this one you want to be in the middle of combat because all of your allies get a bonus, but only for like one turn. I'm almost thinking the Sanctioned Psyker, because as a Psyker you start... It's basically like making a Jedi, right? But with the possibility of like summoning things from the warp, because that's what you're using. Psykers are feared and distrusted, but are nonetheless valuable assets to the Imperium. The role of the Adeptus Astra Telepathica is to recruit, identify, and classify those found to possess psychic abilities. The most powerful, who somehow survive the rigorous sanctioning rituals, are selected to serve on the battlefield. The mind of a sanctioned psyker is steeled against the manifold dangers risked by wielders of warp powers. You are one of those found worthy to serve humanity and have miraculously survived the perils of the warp. Note, damaging psyker powers count as weapon attacks, counting toward normal attack limit per round, gaining all of the benefits and abilities and talents, increasing the damage of attacks. For example, a soldier using a run and gun ability will be able to use damaging psyker powers twice per turn, and an apparative's analyze enemies' abilities affects the damage of damaging psyker powers. Cool. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be this guy. Now, the real thing. Excuse me. I think I have more halls somewhere over here. Ah, right there. Still fighting this cough off. So see, these are your powers that you get later on. I almost kind of want to go with a normal psyker, or the normal one, which is like the fire stuff. Because fire is your best friend in Warhammer. Telepath, Dominate, Psychic Assault, Mind Rupture. This is the one where if you want to heal other people. And get your lightsaber, but... So this is Forewarning, Perfect Timing, Precog, Purge Soul, Shield of the Emperor, Must be Diviner that does healing then. Or not, Biomancer. Regeneration. The target recovers... Yep, this is it. Not that useful starting out, though. I might just go this one. Yeah. Triumph. Okay. Your feats of greatness. What got people's attentions? Apex of brilliance. Upon solving the mystery of a powerful, psychically active Xeno artifact, you managed to destroy the creation of countless enemies of humanity. Intelligence, lore Xenos increase. This is, knowing aliens and stuff like that. Saved a pilgrim ship by stopping a warp breach. Basically, that's when an open, or a portal to hell opens in your ship in the middle of traveling. I fought the Balrog and won. Dang it. I'm gonna use Apex of Brilliance, though. That, lore is actually really helpful. Okay. Now, what is my darkest hour? You were accused of being possessed by a warp entity and forced into exile, leaving your soul forever scarred. Logic decrease. See, I don't want this, because it lowers your awareness, which means people can get the drop on you better. But your sorcery caused a warp manifestation aboard a void ship, claiming thousands of lives in the end. Basically, I tried to do something, move something from far away or something like that, and it ripped open a portal to hell. Shadow of Torment. Minus to my lore warp. But an error during the sanctioning process brought you many hours of agony, which nearly cost you your life. I kind of like that. Okay. Now, these are your, archetypes. These affect what you can later become at level 16. They affect, like, how you progress forward. Let's see. Firearm mastery and running gun. Running gun is really nice if you want to be doing multiple things a turn. Officers are basically your bards. Warriors are going to be your melee combatants. You're primarily going to be running in there with a sword. As a psyker, I kind of want to stay back so I can use my abilities. So I'm going soldier. And then I'm probably going bounty hunter. Just because that seems like a good choice. Bounty hunter or arch militant. Okay, now we get to do this. So my intelligence is a little bit down, but I want my weapon skill up a little bit. And my toughness. The rest of this looks actually pretty good. So let's go up. Now we get to pick our ship. So you get to stand... This is the one that the game comes with. I did buy a DLC already for it, because why not? So do we want a sword class frigate, or do we want a firestorm class frigate? Hmm. 26,000 souls, 25,000 souls. There's less people on this one. So these don't change for either one, do they? Okay, combat ship design proven in thousands of battles. High speed and respected survivability. Designed to deliver fire strikes against larger enemy ships. Ooh. Okay, yeah. Invicta Mirabis. The Unforgiven. Ooh, that sounds like a good name for a ship. Daring Destiny. Destiny Hunter. Mercy of the Stars. That's another good one. Charybdis? Invictum Erebus, Seeker's Haven, Apex Predator, Atonement of the Abyss, Mercy of the Stars. You know what? I just realized something. Did I not name my character? Ah, here we go. Now, we already get a last name due to the story, so we'll just leave it at that. Alright. Let's start. Okay. Nice. Okay. Alright, I will be right back. I need to get more coffee. My throat is just killing me. Dang it. Stop the app.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Now, the cool part is with the Alcat games, if there's something in the game that they know a new player wouldn't know, like somebody completely new to the Warhammer universe, they actually let you mouse over it so that you can see an explanation of it. The guide, the ruler, and the higher power to which humanity offers their prayers for aid and deliverance. Most would be driven mad with despair if they knew the truth. Alright. Truly an honor-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtwehr, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias, at your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Ah, yes. Alright, a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title, a rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Going with, my name is Nicholas.
My regards, Master. Or should I say, von Valencias, scion of a blessed rogue trader house in the service of the Imperium. Perhaps this kinship came as a shock to you. Understandably so, given that all evidence of the connection was lost in the generations separating you and Lord Captain Theodora. It required no small effort on the part of a ladyship's servants to discover and verify this blood tie, which has now made you one of the heirs of this dynasty.
Alright. Lord Captain. So, the thing about rogue traders is because of the way that space travel is in the Imperium, and the way that politics are, a space captain runs a ship that is a small city. Meaning they are the high lords of their ships. Nothing gets done without their say-so, supposedly. But like any large cities, you have criminals and stuff like that go on. Alright. Lord Captain, strange title.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the Gold Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
So the Lex Imperialis, I believe, is a codex of Imperium laws. So basically, you have to refer to these people as this if they request it. You are not a captain of a ship. You are the lord of the ship. You are the lord of the city within your ship. Alright. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencius. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Okay, you say I am one of the rogue trader's heirs. So there is another candidate?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Okay. I'm assuming you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you.
I love the fact that there's like a computer terminal and then candles on the bottom of my screen.
To speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Yep. Okay, continue.
The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Yep. End dialogue. Okay. By right of blood, Rogue Trigger or Theodore, follow Conrad. All right. Got it. Now you'll notice that I need to like.
None shall stand in my way.
Interactable objects, doors, things for looking up information, and I think combat. Hold tab to highlight objects I can interact with. So, massive conference table, obviously crafted from real wood, a resource of incredible value in the Imperium. Aboard a voyage.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
See, those are officers. I can't really talk to them. Noble guests. Yeah, see, there's actual, like, nobles here. Yeah, but the best way to describe the Warhammer universe is think of the Catholic Church, put it in outer space, and then make everything they believe actually true. And you have what this is.
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Yeah, she has a Lehman Russ. That's that tank over there. And they call it a tarantula turret.
What's happening?
combat.
The servitors have gone berserk!
Ah, their flashlight didn't work.
I'll see you
Okay,
terminate.
you have been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you will have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you with the combat system of Warhammer 40k. Well, Rogue Trader. Start the battle. Okay, start. So, they're gonna shoot... Yeah, I don't get to control them. Dang. Okay. So, Rogue Trader. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on a grid. On their Wow, words. On their turn, a character can move and attack. Select a cell with a highlighted area and double-click left mouse button to move. Movement points determine how far a character can move on their turn. 1 MP corresponds with 1 cell of the battle. Moving diagonally costs more, and every second diagonal cell uses 2 movement points. At the beginning of each turn, movement points are restored to their maximum value. Note that if a character starts moving, this action can no longer be cancelled. So I think this one... Ooh, I don't need to... Well, I think they want me to move up, though.
Forge ahead!
Alright. Action points. These are basically... AP points cost so much and stuff like that. I have run and gun, so I can actually refresh my action points and attack twice. So, you want to use it first.
All too easy.
So I set him on fire.
Not a problem for me.
Run and gun. Now I can shoot him.
Suits my purposes.
And I missed. Got it. Well, that's it for me. Well, sorry, crew officer, you're dead. Now it's your turn. Analyze enemy. Yeah. Nice.
I'll pass.
Unavailable. Oh shoot. Is it on cooldown? Until the end of the next turn, the soldier becomes winded. Ah. Well, that's gonna hurt. Let's make this guy move around a lot. Oh, I can't move. Okay. You missed! Yeah, this is called acceptable losses. Will you quit pointing and shoot? Okay, I need to move back this way. And now I can shoot him again.
Already done. Nothing of value has been lost.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the Rogue Trader and their heirs are gathered here.
Okay.
I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Cool. Continue.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Find the dialogue. So yeah, this is
Follow my lead.
I can't loot anybody, which sucks. Wires in the servitors' heads are still smoldering. It would seem that the cause of this malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. The motive force is basically electricity, Remember what I said about Catholic Church? Your mechanic is a priest. If your car doesn't start, he will come and perform either what's called supplication and offer prayers to his god, or he might even perform an exorcism because the machine spirit is angry. Got it. Okay, tarantula sentry guns constructed with the blessing of the Adeptus Mechanicus, using a standard template construct in the manufacturings of Kiava Gamma. The Leman Russ battle tank, reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor. The first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortes Catan. And then these are all just rocks. If I see you raise your head again, I'll hand you over to the tech priest for servitorization.
Victory awaits!
Basically, you know those skulls that are flying around? Yeah. Wait, do I have inventory? Okay, so... Cool. Character, C. Dogmatic. Okay. Heretic. Iconoless. Belief in the value of... Okay, I'll probably end up with that. Features. Archetypes. Reputation. Ah, these must be the profit factor. Ooh. Biography. Okay. So this is my character sheet. Interesting. Armory. Accessories. Let's see. Stub revolver. Ooh. My character uses a revolver, huh? Flagship. Ooh, I can upgrade my flagship. That is nice. Yeah, so these are all just, like, unique relics that, Captain Lord has found.
About time.
Yeah, but see, these guys are basically, cyborgs that are so much tech that they have no more personality. And they're made by these guys, the Tech Priests of Mars. Like, originally, the Imperial Man and the Tech Priests, or the Adeptus Mechanicus, went to war. That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora, says the man dressed in a peculiar garb. His voice is tight with tension. His face, half of which is covered by sin skin, so synthetic skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide, particularly an admission of heresy. Or practically. The tall gray-haired woman pins him with her gaze. Her cybernetic eyes flash crimson, then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation no worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What would you do with Aeon 6 Edelthrad? Survey the room. First impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrad, Theodora von Valencia's features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Yeah, in this universe they have enough medical tech to actually keep you alive for a very, very long time. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to be emphasize the difference in status between her and Edelthrad. Behind the two of them, you see two more men. One is gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons. That would be that guy. Our second candidate has joined us. The dry female voice and the powerful feeling of being watched force you to look at Theodora. The rogue trader is looking straight at you, and her gaze, like herself, is predatory and oppressive. Approach and give me your answer. Consider this hypothetical situation. Aeon 6, a new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse, high seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship something heretical, underworld spirits, that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install more ore extractors have failed for the second time. Mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanish overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure? Yep. Let's see. Lure warp succeeded. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Aeon 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answers. Thorough, but presumptuous, it took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years, yet you speak of several. Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. An arcane cybernetic artifact that encases the God Emperor's physical remains entire and preserves them using stasis fields and psi infusion reactors. Basically, they take the Jedis of their world and force feed them to a corpse of the most powerful psyker ever known to mankind. Like, so powerful he could literally create and destroy worlds with his mind. Which is why he's known as the God Emperor. Or do you suggest we use heretics who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants. Okay. Let's see. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. The color drains from Aethelthrad's face, which distorts his features further. Insolent, ignorant upstart, how dare you! Aethelthrad? Theodora's tone renders him silent. Believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me, then, why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview. I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I, forgot the time. Aethelthred bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you a second look. I wonder if he's a Skitari. So, why are you here? I don't know just yet. I hope you will clarify that. Clarity, a luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted the opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valencius, Massimino of Scarus. Scarus? Wasn't that where they were keeping the Death Star plans? Passive skill tests. Your character's skill reflect the knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed or hidden dialogue options will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party members with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each passive skill test. Got it. Let's see. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by my most sacred relic, the Warrant of Trade. Sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Basically, this is my license to ship goods. If you want something brought from this sector to the other sector through hell, you're gonna want one of these. Or somebody with one of these. Like, this is like, they stop you at the docks and you go, no, I have this. You let whatever's on my ship off my ship. Kept aboard this very vessel, mine is the honor to venture into the darkness beyond the Imperium, carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign and bow death to ruin us all. Let's see. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with the von Valencius blood in their veins, and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes. Does this mean that there's other heirs? Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelthred may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate. Alright. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming a bearer of the warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest allies. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Conrad Voidifer served me for many years before he made this mistake. Okay, let's see. If you are satisfied with Ethelthred, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? Impatience. I'm rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do not choose Ethelthred as my successor, I will require lawyer advisors. The skills and knowledge you can acquire in your former life, or you acquired in your former life, may prove invaluable here in the Coronis Expanse. This is like the one downside to these games is lots of talking, but there's a lot of talking because, well, if you're not talking, you're fighting, so. It says in your profile you bear the brand of sorcery, albeit sanctioned sorcery that is permitted in the service of the Imperium. I'm accustomed to the presence of psychers at my side. More than that, I value their unique abilities highly. Perhaps that is why I am so intrigued by Ethelthred's candidacy. A rogue trader psyker could achieve great things indeed. However, psychers are fragile creatures, and as such, I would rather have a replacement standing ready in the event that something happens to Ethelthred. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. You can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valencius dynasty. Well, so much the better. Alright. Did I hear correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you? His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valencius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voidiver's performance in his current role is satisfactory, or it used to be at least. Yeah. I'm ready to take on this sacred purpose. Oh yes, you would be, wouldn't you? Question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask questions now? The vox off fixed to Theodora's attire suddenly comes to life, but all you can hear is unintelligible noise. Theodora winces, shuts off the transmission, and gives you an imperious nod. I have some time before the Navigator, a sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allowed him to safely guide a warp-capable voyage ship through the warp, gives the signal to initiate the forward ship's translation out of the warp. Though the warp is an alternate dimension of pure energy and madness, existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterial, the Empyrean, the Aether, the Sea of Souls, or warp space. This is hell. And my presence is required on the bridge. An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servicers berserked and attacked the crew. Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Geller field. Geller field is the force field that keeps hell outside the ship and not inside the ship. Or perhaps there's something to all the stories about the ship being possessed, after all. Abelard. Abelard? Nah. The gray-haired officer gives the rogue trader a look of cautious disapproval. Lady Theodora, for the God's Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating the idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff. Enough, Abelard. Such heresy amuses me. Idira eagerly tells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. She turns to you. This ship is thousands of years old. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, any type of digital computer in the Imperium of Man, and unused compartments to make ignorant folk speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live. Alright. Where is your ship headed? The Rycat system, the domain of the rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers and rivals. Only 3 rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, a scattered, poorly unexplored region on the frontier of the Imperium, full of fearsome Xenos treasure, heathen worlds, and the echoes of ancient doom. Doom, 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 doom. And each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House Von Villancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Reichard on the demand, Theodora grimaces as she gives you a stern look and shrugs, for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet appraise you of the purpose of the voyage, but now is not the time. What are my current responsibilities? Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel, and in your new position, eventually I will find posts that suits you as I did Edelthrad. Until the time comes, consider yourself my aide. I have no more questions. Well, I will ask about navigation and translation for you guys, because not all of you are used to the Imperium. Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Geller field, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead. Sometimes in days, or even hours. Yeah, and sometimes you show up hundreds of years, hours, but you've only been in the warp for 2 days. It gets weird. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars. And I have no more questions because, yeah, she doesn't like that kind of stuff. In that case, I shall head to Theodora's Vox Awakens once more. This time you pick up shouting. Lord Captain freezes, listening to the Vox cast, then nods and draws her weapon. Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal. The need arises, protect the new blood. She glances at our character. It is possible the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated. Yeah, those flashlights aren't doing a whole lot. Notice the enemy is using ballistic weapons. The lasguns are known to be fairly weak against most things in the Imperium.
We'll find you soon enough.
I start the battle. So she hits an officer. She just buffed so that we have to kill them.
I took care of this one.
So let's see. Plus 50 to ballistic skills. Nice.
Just a minor setback.
Okay, wait, now they're talking about using cover bonuses and stuff. So if I go here, that gives me targets on all of them. Let's go. Okay. Shoot him. Oh, he dodged. You bastard.
Suits my purposes.
Okay. That's not gonna do a whole lot. I can set him on fire. And I can set him on fire. Let's set him on fire. Alright. And end my turn. See, this is the nice part about the class I chose. I get to shoot twice. And he just burned. Ah. Oh, thank you.
How'd you like this?
She's using a plasma gun, by the way.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
And he just killed 2 people with 1 strike, so... Ah.
I shall not fear.
Let's get close and then just blast this guy.
Nothing opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Yep. Alright. And... oh. I need to end my turn. Oh, there was one more. The one guy got injured pretty bad, which is surprising. Okay. Mort, take a team with you and clear the path to the transport line. Do not let a single horse son survive. Theodora turns her eyes towards me. Didn't bat an eye when the Atscum burst onto the deck. Not bad. I've seen many officers who panic at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel. And then she looks at her communication device, the Vox, in her hand, and all you can hear is lifeless static. The incident with the rampaging servitors may be connected to what's transpiring now. Possibly. Quite likely. She flicks the switch a couple of times. We'll investigate at a later time. Right now, we need to isolate the affected compartments and try to assess the situation. What's your orders? Mort has gone ahead to clear the path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the arch-militant requires aid. Be quick about it. Okay. Before I do that, Mort converses. Okay, so he went over there. Okay, this massive golden structure never stops movement for a moment, like bounces off the orbit, representing
None shall
celestial
stand in my
bodies.
way.
Interesting. It's like a giant clock. Ooh, can I just blast people?
A new challenge for me?
Okay, and then cutscene. That is... I wonder if he's using a Melta or a plasma weapon. Okay. So, whichever... Conrad lets out a sigh of relief upon seeing you. Thank Providence you are alive and well. Mort, always on time, eh, Conrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up, always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it. Watch. Conrad poignantly looks away from the arch-militant to you. Mort, pull yourself together. Mort, the arch-militant looks back at you. What did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We are all done here. I'll report right away. Mort pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports the situation. Alright. Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The VoxNet, a piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or to record sound, is silent. The Voxmaster is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report. I've not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Geller Field's failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago. And now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I'm receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Vox cast from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That's the madmen have already reached the officer's desk, suggests that this outage was planned in advance and perhaps this is an organized mutiny. Now I get to do like, how dare they mutiny, or are they mad mutinying while we're literally sailing through hair? Let's see. We must provide immediate assistance to those still on the middle decks. Perhaps then we might stop this wave from spreading. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure, and I have the means to do both things at once. Her eyes flash ominously. Ethelthred, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker on board a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons. Tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on transitional deck 18. Blast it. Master of Whisperers, find Ethelthred immediately. Seneschal, locates class and the Sister of Battle. That's actually interesting. We have a Sister of Battle on board. Or a Battle Sister. Both are to remain at my side. Archmilitant, with me, I must go to my study, and it appears that we might encounter heretics along the way. Nihilus, let's see. If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthred back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the house as the esteemed Archmilitant, taking into consideration Ethelthred's psychic powers. Oh. They're off going to do stuff. Something. Then it's settled. Nihilus, find Ethelthred and bring him back here. In whatever state you find him, this elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand? I hear and obey, Lord Captain. Yeah, that one. Then move out. More come. So my guess is Ethelthred is dead because this is my journey as a rogue trader. So he doesn't get the position. Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear. Let's see. I shall make do. Lead the way. Of course you will. He rummages in his pocket for something. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant. With a pop and a sharp crackle, something hits you in the abdomen and you are consumed by unbearable gut-wrenching pain. He just tased me. I promise you a special destiny. It is time to fulfill it. He wants to be the rogue trader, and the easiest way to do that, get that, mitt of trade. Okay. Characters fall unconscious, they receive trauma. This reduces their characteristics or inflicts an additional negative effect. Okay. That bastard just kicked me.
Careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing.
Again, Alcat, why is this one voiced?
Delightful.
Voidver, you two-faced scum. No wonder your name was hard to pronounce. You are the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warring Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
So let's see. I'm going with. I have psychic powers. Why not use them? Because I'm pretty sure the rest of these just progress anyways. So you close your eyes and try to focus, and then you feel the touch of something sharp. Sense the shift in the warp and delivered a preemptive strike. Okay. Fight the voices in your head. Get out. I am not your puppet. You giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet, making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. Basically, the DM said get on with it. No roll for that one, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so the doorway you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor. Mindless cybernetic drones created from fusion of human flesh and robotic technology, used to carry out simple manual tasks. An obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The Sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Tech use. Tech use succeeded. I got 20 experience. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eyes is a strange alloy that was used as a material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic, which means archaeotech means like from before even like the God Emperor and stuff. Really high advanced stuff. The servitor on the gates begin to move. With a screeching and a groaning of metal, it leans forward closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that fill your head after Wojciech wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their voices coiled around you in a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Okay. Examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin's covering is stitched together with copper thread. It has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than ordinary automatons. But for anything that could be used as a weapon, yep, there's nothing. Okay. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Alright. Sentinel's jaw claps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear a humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass, the Sentinel's jaw remains closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath, maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static in the Sentinel. The cogitator, it is a figment of your weary mind. Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides as quickly. It would seem that the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Yes! Oh, there are tarantula turrets in there. And Maltas.
Well, there is still another way.
Time to go after him. Check the warrant chamber.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Is that the warrant? Holy! Let it be known that by my will, the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade and bestow upon them to be the paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversaries, to walk bravely first in the darkness and to reclaim, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily on the road of thorns through pain progress.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Okay, in place of the mechanical screeching, the servo-skull's Prox projected the voice of Theodora von Valencius. Distorted and written with staggered, still recognizable beyond a doubt. Voxmaster, restore communications with the Navigator Sanctum. Trying to contact the bridge. Anyone can hear me. This frequency. Regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, not regroup. Regroup and all available forces and head.
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable.
Alright.
Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I am utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
Second after second passes, you realize the skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warrant Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration
Cool.
of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
Alright. As the game's stories unfold, you will see notifications at the top of the screen indicating that the status of your current objective has been updated and new information has been added to your journal. You can open the journal by pressing J or clicking left mouse buttons on the notifications. Journal entries will help you keep track of current events and guide your character on their journey. The Quest tab tracks the progress of the main story. Here you can find information about any quests that have accepted and you have accepted and their current status. Use the journal to help yourself understand where to go on the next steps of your journeys. The rumors and contracts section also contain important information. You will learn more about them later. Okay. Seal the warrant chamber. So, come
I
out.
won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, wait. I should have looked at that. Oh, well. I can look at it later. Fight selflessly and lower your bloody arms to the last. Okay.
Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Conrad is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he summoned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of his plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor. I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voidwitcher openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
Continue.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Ooh, he gave me a chest plate and a las gun. Alright. Okay, while fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your characters suffer an injury after being attacked by Kunrat. This happens when a character receives damage that exceeds 50% of their maximum wounds within 1 round. The exact percentage of wounds a character must lose for this to happen vary depending on the difficulty of the game you choose. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. When a character initially suffers an injury, it is considered a fresh injury during the first 3 rounds. Once 3 rounds have passed, a fresh injury becomes an old injury. A fresh injury can be healed using a medkit without passing any skill test. Old injuries can only be treated with a medkit, but they require the character administering the treatments to pass a Medicaid skill check. Okay. When you lose all your wounds, you fall unconscious. Next. Once combat is over, the wounds of all party members are replenished automatically, but any injuries they have sustained remain. Those can be healed with the medkits. Medkits can only be... Okay, field medic feature, base skill Medicaid. Adelpard can heal your character's injury. Left click on him, on his portrait, and select the medkit on the panel. Okay. Got it. Okay, so...
What advice do you seek?
Medkit on the panel. Brace for impact. Ah, there it is.
This wound will make a fine scar.
Back into the fray.
Alright, but for now, I need to equip my stuff. Oh wait, that's him. I need to go back to me. First off, weapon. Oh, I like that flashlight. That's a nice flashlight.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Oh, we share an inventory. Alright.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Continue.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have
Yield
no
of fault of the
information
courage
to
will
go
be
on.
executed and disgrace as traitors. Wow. Okay. Cast aside your doubts, for they are an open door to the curse.
But that is not the worst of it. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control.
Okay.
We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
Gee. Okay, what exactly has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I have spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well.
I love the vocabulary
that
in
the
these
Gillifield
games.
has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak.
Okay.
If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
Alright. I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime,
Okay.
we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warren Sentinel may have been the one that sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warren Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. But I did not see anything of the
I've
sort.
activated new stuff. Oh no. That's like Death Warren in the Warhammer universe.
The Warren Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes, and cause the Sentinel to awaken.
Fight selflessly and lower not your bloodied arms till the last foe of
Why
humanity
did none of
is
it happen
slain.
when Lady Theodora did the same?
I love the litanies. What can we expect to find in the Navigator Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death.
Okay, let's go.
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
Wave of static suddenly erupts from the Citadel Skull, and you can make out Theodora's words through the noise. To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor. Fight the heresy and corruption and threatens to consume our home. And with all your might destroy those who have dared.
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well
Tellio!
Onward!
Alright.
The Emperor is with us!
Alright, tactical phase. Combat begins with the tactical phase, during which a character cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantageous positions. Select a character by left-clicking their portrait and put them in... Okay. Each character in the party may move up to their maximum movement points, but cannot position themselves adjacent to an enemy. Okay. Your new companion is a warrior. Adipose specializes in melee combat and drawing the enemy's attack. Charge is a unique warrior ability that works only when using a melee weapon. It is not considered an attack action. Use charge to close the distance between you and the enemy. Alright, and that's that one. Use melee weapon. Cool. Charge. That's not considered a melee.
I will do my duty.
Oh, they parried. What is
I'm not interested.
Okay. Let's see. I got range. Okay, abilities. I already know how to do that. Alright. So, let's see. Nice. Burst fire. Costs 2 AP. Nice! That limited some of them. He just shot his own guys. That is kind of awesome. Okay, character with melee attacks to make an attack of opportunity if an opponent... chance to hit and deal additional damage. I think it's this one. Oh wait, is that cleave? Okay, he doesn't need to cleave, he just needs to hit.
Reduce the dust!
And then charge.
At your beck and call.
One fewer target!
Nice. Okay. Your chances just landed. Yeah, critical hit.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah, I kinda like burst fire. Oh. He's not in my range for that. So if I just shoot once. Damn it, I missed. Oh, now they made the mistake.
I took care of this one.
Oh.
Not a problem for me. All too easy.
Yeah.
Nothing on you didn't stand a chance.
Ooh, we leveled. Experience points. You can advance the level of your character and companions prevailing in battles. Exploring the Cronus Expanse and completing quests earns you experience points. Once you have accumulated enough experience points, your character gains a new level. Click on the arrow symbol on the character's portraits to open the level up screen. And of course, level up is kind of typical, so. First rank. Click to view archetype details. Okay, choose a skill. Awareness and demolitions. These deactivate traps, but encompasses the subconscious ability to react to things that may not. Okay, I kind of want that. And okay, run and gun. Available special abilities. Keystone features. Revel in Slaughter. Ranks available. Available characteristics. Wow. Camaraderie, rapid reload. Some of this stuff is really cool. Available bolt weapon expert, chain weapon expert. Rapid reload, rack and run. Nice. Camaraderie, fired up. Dash, biomancy, telepathy, pyromancy. Firearm mastery. There's so much to choose from. Divination, telepathy, pyromancy, molten beam. Okay, it says 1 point available to rank. Awareness. From new ranks. So if I don't choose this, right? To summary. Complete. Okay. Warrior. Click to view archetype details. Is this an auto level up? Let's auto level up. Okay. Carouse or athletics. Characteristic. Ability to resist negative effects. Okay, carouse. Cool. Alright. Well, that's all I needed from there. I will be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Oh, here's Coco. Let's head back. Bolster your hatred. Okay. Oh, right. Now I can loot people. Defeated enemies have no further need for their former belongings, but you can discover valuable trophies among them. Click left mouse button on a defeated enemy to inspect. Items on the right side of the trophy collection window go into your inventory. Such items can be used or equipped by your characters. Items on the left are packed up in cargo and sent to your ship, which can later be used to trade with various factions. Alright. Sword. What's this? Las pistol, las gun. I'll take that. close. See what I can do with that, though, is I can actually set up... Wait. Did I reverse that? Damn it.
Victory awaits.
Oh, and you loot everyone at once. This guy was too far away. Yet again. Ooh, wait. Okay. Close. Because, like I said, what I can do... I can set this up. And then I can switch... Okay, in combat, a character may be used to use different kinds of weapons, which can be prepared in advance. Open your inventory. Switch different... Press X. Navigator Sanctum. Yes, Navigator Sanctum. That's actually a kind of cool map. Alright. I still got this little Vox Skull following me around. Oh, that's not a good sign.
The Navigator Sanctum is directly along the passage. I pray to the God Emperor that we are not too late.
Aim to the stars.
And so, he will enter the halls of the blinded guide and witness the radiance of the final dawn through the cracks and fall victim to a whim of fate.
Calypso? Okay. Continue.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. The voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abelard, how they sing!
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valencius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
Fun. The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now,
hey, Emerald
this
Jackie, how are
clamor
you?
around me. Too many voices, too loud.
Alright.
And you, von Valancius, are a sorcerer too. Just like the other one. Lady Theodora must have grown so fond of psychers she wants one to replace her.
Few clicks on the relays. So apparently they never got a voice actor for Theodora? That seems like a major oversight. Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with weapons in their hands are to gather at the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Continue.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
Yep. Okay. How do you know who I am? Well, I mean, she's a diviner, so... And what are you doing here? Let's go with the first one.
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
Damn it! She watched me in character creation. You flinch at the seer's words. No doubt she is referring to the nightmares, the tortures inflicted upon your body and mind. Your muscles contract involuntarily, as if steeling themselves once more for inevitable pain. What are you doing here? This is a Warhammer game.
Me, the ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
Oh, it's loud? Hang on a second.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
I'll get it in a moment.
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the Navigator is well.
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
The ship is falling apart.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
End the dialogue. Okay. Idea. Server character used to select. Okay. But first and foremost, let's see. Sound. Let's bring the master volume down to about 70. Okay. Constantly is fine. Alright. That did not help all that much. Hang on a second. That's not right. I think the music volume needs to go down to about 60. Sound effect at 70. And voice at about 80. That's a little bit better. What's this? A piece of pipe left noticeable dent in the floor. Okay. Well, it's time to fix things.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay.
Look no further.
Indeed. Run, fools, or fall.
Are you ready to die?
Oh, wait, yeah, she's a psyker. So put her there. Put me here. And then start the battle. Okay, Idara is a psyker. I already know how to do this. Allow psyker to unleash psychic powers. Cool. And
Damn it. Louder.
Do I need to do everything myself?
healing in combat. You can use a make it. Okay, that's. Didn't they just explain this to me? Okay, Adelard, I need you to charge to this guy.
At your beck and call. Victory is a target well struck.
Nice. Okay. Hologram. You can use the hologram to gauge the effectiveness of your intended action. Right. Well, before anything else, let's set somebody on fire. I think... you.
Suits my purposes.
Alright. Boost it
Nothing
up.
I can't do. Suits my purposes.
You were supposed to hit that guy too. Damn it. Haha. Nice. Let's move you back over here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
This poor sod. He stepped right up into my range.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Okay. Vespiatus, the creature in the chair, appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs. You have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its neck. Wow. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits at the center of the forehead. So that's what they're talking about. I believe Master Vespiata still lives. Abelard flinches at the sight of the stretched skin and the dark marks on the face of the creature. The servants are dead, but the chamber, think Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance at leaving this place alive. Address Idara. What is wrong with him? Wounded, exhausted, fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing the way into his head. Pick one. Okay, the navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head, half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. Ooh. Your time is short. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. Alright. Our time is short. To do what? And starts thrashing in place. Basically, he has a seizure because he's, like, forcing back the warp. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated, but leans as far forward as he can. His layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits. Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn. It came from beyond. His body is not his. Is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight. Ah, yes. Navigator. It's March thunder under burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words, meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me. The navigator continues to convulse. So he is now basically turning into an evil creature, because the way the starships in Warhammer work is they travel through hell. Shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eye has turned from a trickle to a stream mixed with the blood coming from his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eyes. Run, flee from this place while I still have strength. The words come out of the Vox as a labeled razor. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp, but it can't be done without the Master Helmsman help. Okay. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do The ship can only begin translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman. If he is still alive, it is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Ethelthrad and his people. I believe he will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier. Vespiatus, good luck and thank you. Yeah, that's kind of sad. He is literally dying. Navigator appears dead. Only the slight movement of his chest and the twitching of his eyelids lets you know that he's still clinging to life.
A new challenge for me.
Alright, let's see. An axe. That's kind of cool. Psychic staff. And a scrappy auto gun. Not quite as good as any of my... My last pistol does that much more damage than my gun. Really? Axe.
They say a little bit of humility never hurts anyone. I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Really? Well, let's get to the officer's deck. Oh, officer's deck. Agility enhances the initiative and dodge chance of characters. It also affects the demolition skill. Yeah. Started 1 hour ago. Okay, cool. Alright, press any key to continue. I love that their elevators are little buildings. Well. Okay, he didn't even get shot. Oh, he just had a blast.
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot these.
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my emperor.
We have an actual battle sister with us. That is kind of insane. Argenta, the white-haired warrior, turns to face you. Her dark eyes blazing, the weapon quivers in her hand for a brief moment, and she is not going to stop and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta. Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
I am Nihilus von Valencius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. The ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends who are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the Dark Forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
A malign metaphysical force, composed of psychic energy that exists in the alternate dimension known as the Warp. Chaos. Alright.
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Ethelthrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I am no traitor, sister. You can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution.
Alright.
I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic.
Hey, look at that. Lore Imperium succeeded. Abelard. What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation. Under more appropriate circumstances.
Alright.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
Alright. Who are these people with you?
Overseer of Middle Deck AL-84, my lord. We were rounding up everyone we could find in the attack compartments when we ran into an ambush. Just about every enforcer fell. These are the survivors.
Okay, what's happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
Yep, let's continue.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Alright.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May terror's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Alright. Okay, this door is closed, but the lock looks intact. It can probably be opened with the right tool. Alright, where am I going? Okay, I'm not going that way, I don't think. Goods. Ooh, another lasgun. Well-maintained lasgun. 6 through 8. Okay, it's better than my current one. Wait, what is this? Augmentation Fission Core. Okay. Yes, I know. By the right of blood. So it looks like I'm going this way.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Or not. Let's see. Salvaged Omni Processor. Maglev Impeller. Trank Injectors. Okay. Okay, the door will not move an inch. It is blocked.
The Emperor sets.
Oh, I didn't, Heretic Cutthroat. Good to see. Okay,
Doubt is for the weak.
okay.
We are the spearhead of the Imperium.
Annihilate them!
Spare none of them.
Okay, so start the battle. She should go probably about here. Going to about here. There should work. Dara, you can go right there. And he... Okay. Okay, burst range weapon, running gun. Oh, she has running gun. Nice. Burst attack. Yeah. Okay, so. That should do. It's not going to kill them, though. Oh.
I'll do it. Eradicated.
Nice. Furious Recital. Momentum. Additional 3 momentum. Okay. Oh, well.
Doubt is for the weak.
You. How dare you miss? Okay. Okay, so this is him. He should. Ah, they parried that one. Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna be hitting my guys. Okay, full and partial cover. That's fine. Let's see. That's not gonna hit all. That one might.
Not a problem for me. Nothing of value has been lost. All too easy.
All too easy. Let's see. It's gonna do that. Not in sight.
Nothing I can't do.
Yeah. That man is on fire. Nice. Oh, here comes more. Oh, there's a hologram of the ship that's there. That's cool. Analyze enemy. Cool. So they're moving into position. Really? You hit her? Well, I mean... Damn it. He's out of the way. She does have a running gun, but she doesn't have... or she's worn out. You missed. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Damn it. Okay. If you can do
At your beck and call.
both of those. You hit one. You.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Oops, I accidentally shot him. That was my bad. Okay. Could do that. What's this? Forewarning. Psychic Shriek. She can normally eliminate somebody.
But of course. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
I did not realize that was multiple. Okay. You missed. You missed. Alright.
I'll do it.
Yeah, nice. And she has run and gun up.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nice. Now it's only him. She's out of action points. Okay. You need to get up here in protection.
Field medicine at its finest.
Yep. Navy officer and their allies gain +2 deflection.
It will be done.
I will do that for him. can't charge, which is fine. End his turn. I, however...
Already done.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Let's see how they respond to this.
Let's set this man on fire! Ah, yes. The smell of, burning heretics.
What is this foreboding?
Out of the way. Darn. Okay, she can't do much from her position. You missed!
Rejoice in battle.
Oh shoot, she
As
needs
the
to...
Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deeds is worthless. Strike is a prayer.
Oh, that was nice. Okay. Let's actually get one more sword. And then there. Let's see, an exact replica of von Valentius's void ship. Labels indicate the main vessel compartments and decks of the vessel. Okay. Alright, looks like this is the last guy. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that by hand. I don't need to. Crew members.
It's about time.
It won't open. The damned heretics have blocked the door, trembling at the thought of our approach.
A melter charge will help. There's probably one around here somewhere.
Why would there be a multi-charge around here? Let's see. In order to open locked colors, clear rubber, corrosive machine spirits, and overcome other challenges. Multi-charge. Another room has been recaptured and cleared the whole void ship in no time.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Cogitator seems to be silent. The machine spirit no longer being powered by the motive force. Okay. To open a jam door, skill test. Okay.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
In dialogue and during exploration, you will often make hidden dialogue options by rolling a 100-sided dice. Okay. Higher character. Yeah.
Victory awaits!
Goods. Let's see. Servo scroll. Collect all. Goods. Melta charges. And operator's gloves. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Goods.
See? Right there.
Follow my lead!
What's this? Multi-key. Lockpicking tool provides... Okay. And machine right set. I guess I need that for something. Okay. Okay. Titles of authors are printed in gold on the spines of books. Okay, it's just a library.
I better myself through my service.
Nice.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay, let's go. Saving. Oh, we leveled. Oh, hang on. Remember to advance the level of your characters. Got it.
I'm always ready.
Okay. Strength. Firearm mastery. Equal to their weapons. Ooh. That seems nice. Firearm mastery. Let's see. Oh. Rapid reload. Reloading costs 2 AP less, minimum 1. Let's see. Definition. Ooh, molten beam. Ugh. Okay, is that it? Complete. Okay. Oh wait, she's an operative? Alright. I have some gloves for her, soldier. Alright.
Did I mention that my whispers tell me jokes? Jokes that once said aloud make your eyes bleed and blood curdle. Talk about black comedy.
Alright, let's go. Oh, Oh, that's not good. What is this? Did they shoot us with something? I can't see a thing. Roar of the flames, you instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face a moment later. Pours in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noises and screaming, yet distinctly hear. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Valencius. Her expression is calm. Terrifying so for someone whose body is engulfed in an inferno. One of her hands is resting on the hilt of her power sword, the other raised in an inviting gesture. Are you lost, my heir? Argentina goes still as a statue and slowly raises her weapon. An apparition, a sorceress apparition, trickery of the warp. Sister, lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous. How did you get in here? I'm a rogue trader. I am wherever my will demands me to be. You would prefer me to be somewhere else at this time, indubitably, but are you ready? Her snake-like gaze almost makes you forget about the fire searing you. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you the weapons so that you can defeat your enemies. Decide. Ah, yes. Okay. Do not listen to this abomination. If there is not but his light in your heart, if you are resolute... Okay, yeah, this is... Emperor protects his faithful, will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises, nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace. In middle decks. We must help the crew. Lead them out of the way. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Now I have a choice. I can either just walk through the fire as if it is nothing. I can help, honestly, let's do dogmatic. Dogmatic 15. You take a step forward and the illusion breaks. A wave of excruciating pain crashes over you, and Theodora's voice fades into the firestorm. You hear the voices of your companions calling you from behind, and the screams of the weak dying in the inescapable blaze. Well, they just popped like nothing. Sometimes your character will have to make tough decisions based on their values, interests, and goals. Such decisions affect their conviction. This can be developed in 3 directions: dogmatic, iconoclast, and heretical. Each includes 5 ranks. The higher the rank, the more zealously the character follows their convictions, and the more noticeably the world around them reacts to their decisions. Promotions through ranks of each of the directions opens up access to new dialogue lines, events, unique abilities, and also changes the attitude of others towards your character. Also, some items can only be equipped by certain convictions. Okay. The all-consuming storm releases you as you step out, barely able to stay on your feet. The blood is pounding in your ears, drowning out the world around you. Your eyes, caked in soot and burnt eyelashes, refuse to open. Free from the flames, you take 2 more steps before collapsing to your knees. A rush of blood in your temples and the horrible pain all over your scorched body cloud your mind, before suddenly retreating, as if driven away by some mighty will. A new strength spreads through your veins, and despite your wounds, your body is once more ready for trials and struggle. You open your eyes and see a glow with warm light before you, the Aquila, the sacred symbol of the Imperial. In the next moment, you are struck with another realization. The repulsive presence, the one that has plagued your mind since Voigtler wounded you, is gone. The fire seems to have burned the entity away without a trace.
Master, can you hear me?
Familiar voice cuts through the din and the pounding sinister elder.
Which is more than I was expecting after what you just did.
Continue.
Praise the Emperor. We passed through the flames. Oh, how can this be anything but a portent? For so it is said that the Emperor will bless the worthiest and most steadfast in their faith.
Okay, behind Argentina you see Idara Telas, doubled over in a fit of nausea. The rest of the people who are following you have withered away in the fire that continues to rage 2 steps away. Did you see that? The Aquila, it was glowing.
You're delirious. Whatever it is you think you are seeing.
Now twice as worried.
What happened to Lady Theodora? Did she follow us?
There was no Theodora, witch. There was an illusion, a temptation, a foul taint that tried to lead us astray. But he perceived its true nature.
Oh man, Argenta is down bad.
Is that right, Adepta Sanctimonious? What, we'll just pretend like we didn't see the Lord Captain standing there in the fire? Abelard, you tell her.
Whatever it was, it matters no longer. Your conduct is bordering on madness, or holiness. A path opened behind you. where one moment there was fire, the next only smoldering embers remain. But what am I saying? My eyes must have deceived me. Too much smoke for my lungs. Truly, would you have received wounds like these if there had been no fire?
The wounds are merely a sign of a trial laudable. It is something to be proud of, the same as decorations or badges of honor.
Well, let's see. Admittedly, I have been better. Okay, and dialogue. Edelthred. Do my eyes deceive me? I could swear I just witnessed you step out of a pillar of fire with the rest following in your wake. I heard. Oh, come on, that's hilarious. I heard here to join forces with you and the others. Is it time to push the heritage backs? Indeed it is. Your wounds. Lord Warp. Edelthred does not seem to have changed since you first met, but only at first glance. His face has taken on a strange hue. The skin at his temples appears scaled, and his voice now has an uncanny screech quality. These are not traces of fatigue and stress. The Psyker's body has begun to mutate. Consequences of contact with the warp. Okay, you're not in the best shape yourself, Edelthred. Notice the signs of my blessings, have you? Yes, the warp is taking its toll, but I'm still sane and able to hold my weapon. I'll fight for the von Valencia's bloodline to the end. If the price is eternal curse of mutation, so be it. Alright. Yeah, my faith will keep me upright and my weapon in my hand. That is all that matters. Pray forgive my insistence. I shall not be the one to doubt the faith of he who passed trial by fire. I have gathered everyone who answered the Vox call and was able to hold a weapon. Yet I do not see the Lord Captain or the Archmilitant in your midst. We still receiving messages in her voice, but she is not responding to direct requests. I last saw Lady Theodora on the observation point. When did you and she part ways? It was at this very elevator, Master Edelthog. The Lord Captain, accompanied by the Archmilitant, headed to her chamber to retrieve the item of a particular import. After that, all we heard of her was the Vox. This is troubling, and the timing is inopportune. I'm still receiving fragmentary reports on the bridge. Conrad was spotted there, and even what scant intelligence on his activities I reminded me of the descriptions of sorcerous rituals. If that traitor has resorted to witchcraft, I must stop him. I am ready for the assault on the bridge. No. You most certainly are not. You can barely stand up right after what happened. It's best that we go retrieve Lady Theodora and let Edelthred commence the attack on Voidford. Alright. A reasonable approach. Take your escort with you. You may be waylaid. Once you have found the Lord Captain, you must beg her to go to the bridge and lead the counterattack. The rogue trader's appearance is sure to fill the defenders' hearts with hope, however frightened or exhausted they may be. Till we meet next, may the Emperor bless your deeds. I shall see you on the field of battle. Okay, I like him a little bit more. I'm sad that he's going to die. I think it's this one? Yes.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Hang on, we got goods. Let's go. Captain's quarters. Minor powers and major powers. Cool. Yeah, just to be fair, this universe would be horrible to live in. Oh. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Look at that. Okay, reach. You find an item that can only be equipped by characters of a certain convention rank. You can open the character menu, see which convention your characters follow. I have Psychic Staff, Arc Lightning. Ooh. Two-handed melee weapon, though. Ugh. So right now I am going dogmatic. Cool. But I don't know what they're talking about as far as I found something? I do kind of like that, though. You know what? That lightning was really good. Well maintained lasgun. Get a lasgun and a staff. She's not in there.
A new challenge for me?
Not in there. She has a lot of room in her bedroom. Oh. Oh no. Ooh. Helmet of Devoted Protector. Requires dogmatic. Well, we know who that's going to.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What's this? A parlor organ seems to have been sitting idle for many years. Murder scene looks like something sprawled on the large blood-drenched stacks. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls.
No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain, who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Vaudeville risked humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death. Did he?
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
Okay.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just
Investigate her body. Auto pistol. An extremely accurate one at that. Theodora's face. The last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches your eye. A heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen off the desk. You notice something else. Small shards of glass. Inspect the shards by the desk. Let's see. Say exactly what was broken. The object fell to the floor, and that is as much as you can ascertain. Upon close examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. Inspect the papers. Reports, counts, dispatches. An X and C, a seal that is familiar to you. Interesting. Idara, what do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad. What is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Examine the Archmilitant's body. Okay. Auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the Archmilitant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second faster. Try touching.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in the warp.
We had best be on our way.
The crucible of battle
Auto pistol.
calls to me once more. No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not
Hey,
like
hey,
she
hey.
has
The
a
sister
heart,
battle
but
has
you?
2 hearts.
Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum...
Okay, reach the bridge. Okay. So probably this way. She was waiting for something to be brought to her. The thing is the auto pistol is the key. If I recall correctly, Conrad was using a gun. Or a las gun.
Your doom has been foretold.
Okay. I need to be here. You probably want to charge in. So pretty much like right there. Battle Sister. And actually the Battle Sister should be here. A little bit closer than Idara. Alright, starting the battle. Light and medium armor. Armor protects against incoming damage. Medium armor types are both available to you at the moment. Your armor stat increases. Percentage of damage indicates what percentage of damage. The type of armor also influences the chance that the character wearing it will pass a dodge test. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's first, huh?
My place is at the fore.
Shoot.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Endure.
I will do my duty.
Alright. Now it's for me. My turn. Let's go. Oh, you think I'm done? Removes the winded effect until the end of combat. Nice. Let's do it once more. Darn. Nice. Okay, enemy status. You will encounter enemies with various abilities feature. Okay. That will only hit 2 of them. Why not?
Doubt is for the weak.
And then running gun.
I'll do it.
And okay. Barely does anything to
As
him.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, it went through one guy and hit the other. That is cool. Oh, it arched back. Oops. Expose weakness.
I'm not so sure.
Okay.
Oh, an exemplary strike.
Oh, that did nothing. Jeez. Alright.
Victory is imminent. Gray hair, sure hair. Indeed.
He's gonna focus on that guy. I don't need to rapid fire this time because I can't.
Nothing I can't do.
And I missed. Darn it. Or actually. Yep.
I'll do it.
Nice.
Was that you?
I've suffered worse.
Nice. Okay. He's trying to retreat.
Duty go hand in hand. One fewer target.
Nice. Alright, that's a lot of better toughness. That's pretty good. Nice. Okay, got it. What's this? Choose a talent. Rack and run. Rapid reload. Combat Medicaid. Exploit surroundings. Fire it up. Trace your... That's not too bad. Enough bullets for everyone. I kind of like that. Fortress. While the soldier has full cover... Swift slaughter. Let's do that one. Thick skin. Let's do that. Because they need it. Operative. That's not too bad. That lets her use her ability for free. And you... Rapid reload? Yes. Rapid reload for her is going to be really good. Because if she ever runs out of ammo, like, we're going to be in a bad way.
We shall prevail.
I'm at your service.
Alright. Void Ship Ridge. So I think it was the second guy, Ethelthrad, that killed her. Ooh.
None shall stand in my way.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Yep.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Yeah, we kind of want to stop that. Okay, Ethelthred, you are the... Where is the Lord Captain? Theodora von Valancius is dead. I found her in the Archmilitant in her study. Preserve us. The rogue trader is dead. The ship has lost their Lord Captain and the house its head. Ethelthred. Shudders and grabs his shoulder. As you watch the sleeves in his sockets burst open, two bone growths pierce through the fabric. No matter what ritual Conrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. Cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the warrant and all the dynasty heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed. I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating. Forbid the very thought of yielding. Only resigning to our fate will you suffer true defeat. Words worthy of a righteous soul. Save the lofty words for later. Will you? The navigator's ready to take the ship out of the warp if he gets some help from the bridge. Then we have no right to bow our heads. Nice. So it's time to kill that bastard. You can see Conrad Voigtver, or Voigtver, that name is still so weird, clearly in the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have pearlescent glimmer to them. We are out of time. Bites his knuckles, desperately thinking, see a wave ripple across the rides, and they begin to turn sickly yellow. Alright. Draw your weapon to the party. Ready your weapons. If we are to die this day, let us die with honor. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No, it will not be like this. Not today. Lowers his head, then he sighs, locks eyes with you, and his gaze cold, haughty, and fanatical. The ritual will not be completed. I will take care of it, and you see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp, watch over our realm, and farewell. Okay. Ethelthrad, a cursed traitor. A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of we who marches towards his death. What? Theodora is dead? In seemingly genuine no, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't.
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Oh, great. Now we have to kill him first. Ugh. Now that's ugly.
Suffer not the heretic to live.
Unique abilities called heroic acts or desperate measures. Momentum is required. Okay. So we get to set ourselves up first. Alright. Put me there. Put her here. And he does better about here. Okay. Enemy status. We already know. Ooh, I get to move first.
All too easy.
Nice. Oh, that is a ton of health. Okay. Better do this. It's not gonna do anything to that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh boy. And if I just shoot you?
Not a problem for me.
Nice.
You could do worse, but not by much.
Why do you keep shooting him?
Faith without deeds is worthless. I will not. In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave. I'll do it.
Nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Alright, so what is this? Oh,
I'll do it.
nice.
My ears are ringing.
Uh-oh.
You want some brace yourself, Avalon.
Okay, it missed. Missed. Dang it.
I've suffered worse.
Have you now? That only chains to him. She can't do much from there.
Will do.
We'll wait. Perfect. Or can I kill one of these guys?
On it.
Because the problem is these guys all get an attack after this thing does, so... I gotta... Oh, damn it. Of course you missed. Oh, wait.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline. Suits my purposes.
How are you missing that shot? It's like 3 feet in front of you.
Already done.
Oh, it just ate somebody.
I'll revert to more conservative tactics.
Okay. I can't do anything, it seems. Why can't I do anything? Oh, that was done on my turn.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
She missed, damn it. She can't do much.
Not dead yet.
Such is their will.
Character has suffered a certain number of injuries. Trauma.
My passion has failed me.
I had full cover. Why can't she target those guys? Targeting him.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Can Can I target these guys now? Yes! We need to kill these guys, otherwise he'll just be able to heal every turn.
But of course.
Alright. You know what? Gotcha.
Suits my purposes.
Got him. Alright,
Doubt is for the weak.
really? You just had to miss, didn't you?
That is not the Emperor's will.
Darn.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Well, you say that it can't be done, but,
I'll do it.
damn it. Please tell me you have a chainsword or something. You have an auto pistol. One-handed. Perfect.
I refuse. This is unacceptable.
Fine.
Now this is unacceptable.
Great.
All too easy.
Why can't she do anything? Why does it keep knocking people over? Okay.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing I can't do.
Dang it. Oh. I am suffering some pretty serious points of corruption.
To meet the same end.
Okay, now it's coming after me. Okay, I am out of medipacks. Okay, so
Suits my purposes.
dang it. That was a bad turn. The problem is all the extra guys. Too fast to die. You dodge 500 enemy attacks with your party members. Performed 500 critical hits. Jeez. Okay. I want to get to where I own the ship first. And then we'll see what happens. But that was ridiculous. Okay. So, honestly, she's currently useless where she is. I've already begun, so...
Nothing I can't do. Who even thought there's nowhere to hide?
Why?
My time is now. Another
He didn't hit any of those guys.
Not a problem for me. You didn't stand a chance.
There we go. Ooh, nice.
Suits my purposes. Opposing me was your biggest mistake. Nothing of value has been lost. All too easy.
Jeez. I think this ability allows me to fire so long as I have a, I do a kill.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Alright.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I return.
Well, he just killed one person.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Alright. Turn, it's his turn.
Mocking me.
Time to prove my mettle.
Okay. I have no,
It will be done. For Von Valancius.
Low momentum.
I will do my duty. It will be done. Victory is imminent.
dang it, there was one more person over there.
More conservative. Oh, not like this.
Damn it.
Do I need to do everything myself?
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
13 is better than nothing. Okay.
Suits my purposes.
Okay, so he's on fire now. Shoot, firearm mastery. I don't have that right now.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So long as he can't do much. Oh, he knocked her down. Psychic Scream.
What? Was that you?
That's not good.
On it.
There we go. Okay.
Not a problem for me.
Damn it.
Suits my purpose.
Oh, I should have did shift 3.
All too easy. Already done.
There we go. That's it. That's all I can do for right now. Really? Again with the knockdown.
Anything else? That is not my destiny. But of course. Will do. Anything else?
Okay.
Nothing I can't do. Not a problem for me.
I need to put more shots on this thing.
Suits my purposes.
That's it.
My faith Come like fire.
Damn it.
Another voice to join my choir. Was that you? Or...
Okay,
Nothing I can't do.
damn it. That's about it. That's all I can do.
I've never felt pain. Darkness consumes me.
Another one is down. Absurd. Never wavered in the face of adversity. Suits my purposes.
I might have to do a runaround kind of thing.
Not my specialty.
I must need more momentum. Oh, you're out of fire. Whatever. That's it. That's all I can do. Oh, he has some movement on him. I was hoping to dodge one of those attacks. He, however...
My tactics are flawless.
Yeah, I thought so. You know what? Let's see if I can hit you with multiple of these. That was not nearly enough multiples. It's so close to being dead, too. It's got 21 on it. The problem is my melee guy going down, like, right away.
I'm wounded.
Nice.
Suits my purpose.
Okay, come on. Ooh.
Already done. You won't fell me.
Come on, come on.
I'll pass.
Damn it, I only have 2 HP left.
How could it happen?
It had 10 HP left. I needed like one more game on it. Or one more hit on it from anyone else, and I would have won. Oops. Okay.
I'll bring glory to my bloodline. All too easy. You didn't stand a chance.
I need to kill as many as possible in a short amount of
Suits
time.
my purposes. Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value has been lost. Already done. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
I can't kill anybody on the sides, unfortunately. So...
Suits my purposes. Watch and learn.
Nice.
All too easy.
Let's get some burning on this guy right away. Okay, that's it that I can do.
I'll do it.
See, that's what we like to see. Don't you dare. Man, it gets an immediate movement when it does that. Wait, I can't do anything else?
I will not.
She... okay. Oh, I should have,
Why did I not foresee this?
Alright. Wait,
It will be done. We'll rule the stars themselves.
Yep.
Indeed. It will be done.
Damn it, he missed. And that's that guy dead.
I've suffered worse.
Okay.
Cover me! But of course. Anything else? On it. Will do.
Okay. I need to get where I'm not gonna hit him if I do the
Nothing I can't do.
Okay, come on.
Already done.
Yeah, you're already burning. Okay.
Suits my purposes.
Damn it. Nice.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And you don't get anything else, right? Right.
Just a minor setback.
Do that one again. Always got to boost him up a little bit.
Victory is imminent.
Mental Scream.
Was that you? Or yes.
Okay. Man, I want to multi-shot that thing, but I can't. What I can do, though,
Not a problem for me.
do a little bit of guaranteed damage. Okay. Oh.
Doubt is for the weak. I am his will made manifest.
Okay. You need to not miss, lady.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
She's useless. Oh, you poor sod. Nice.
At your beck and call.
High momentum.
Nice.
Not this Scryer's job. No can do.
Okay.
Suits my purposes. Already done.
Come on. I just need one more hit. Nice.
Victory awaits.
Oh, I don't get any more loot? Oh. Okay, I want agility. That's gonna help me, rapid reload. Unpredictable. Really good. Exploit surroundings. Fired up. Critical. Rack and run. Ooh, that one's really good. Increase to my attack. So this goes around like that. Okay. Already have this feature. Okay. Rage. Ooh. Get him full barbarian. Toughness or weapon skill. +5. +4. Let's up his toughness, because that's going to be his health. Okay. Intelligence, I guess? Let's do prefer that one. Ooh, that's a good one. And you, little miss. Let's up your ballistic skills, because you were really missing a lot back there. Exploit surroundings. Rapid reload. Already have this feature. Rack and run. You have to damage 3 things. Camaraderie. Let's do that one. Give her more stuff the more people are around her. Okay, what am I going to do here? Ooh, goods. Gloves of Endurance, Iconoclast Follower, and Blade Shard. Yeah, I kind of figured he'd be an Iconoclast. Let's actually give you one of these pistols. I want you to be able to shoot if you need to. There we go. Alright. Cool. And then, you are in need of a melee weapon. There you go. And you... Ooh, you can dual wield? Might have to do that at some point. Okay. I mean... that nearly doubles my damage potential. Nice. Okay. We need to get somewhere, I think.
Follow my lead.
How are we... oh, you know what? Probably down here. How am I supposed to use... oh! Okay. By the Emperor, it's essential living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The whole place is overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing off this grid screens for throne knows how long. Okay. How did you people survive here? Must have been Providence. It better have been the Emperor's, not someone else's. When they barged in here, the ones with the Master of Whispers, some officers charged them, but it wasn't even a fight. I grabbed whoever I could and dragged them behind the cogitators. Then I prayed for a rescue. We need to reestablish. The words seem to knock off the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing. One of the survivors bucker on the blade. And Abelard slaps them without even looking. Restore the Vox channel to the navigator section. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard the rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valencias. You may not be Lord Captain, but you are more than anyone else deserving to take your place in the ritual that is about to commence. I am ready. Begin the ritual. By right of blood. Take the Lord's Captain's place. So what about the one guy that ran away? The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly chanting while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire, the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice booms with all the horrors of their warp. Mortal, who are you to oppose the very flow of fates? The vision lowers its head, its harrowing gaze boring into you. For but a moment, something changes in Theodora's expression. Someone looks like a shadow of fear. It matters not. Your footfalls are an echo of the sand pouring between the scales. Your hopes and faith are my mockery. Alright. You are to blame for Theodora's death. I am the beginning and the end, and all that courses in between. I am the voice of truth that is destined to triumph. For this triumph is the terminal point of every twisted maze of fate. Your head begins to spin, and the vicious drops slither down your cheeks. You blink, and you are no longer looking at Theodora. It is the traitor. What fear? Just as fluid and ephemeral as the previous apparition. The same terrifying voice seized from his lips. The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. Fate was assured and the steps chosen, and yet you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day, the day of my resurrection. Idara, the image of scattered by invisible sorceress winds, and you see Idara, her eyes aglow with the same sinister flow. Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to. The cavalcade of hazy glimpses of future yet unknown passes before your eyes, a flash of crimson, purple. The images replace one another in a violent kaleidoscope, without ever letting you get a proper look at them. Through the rippling mirage, you see a twisted image of Abelard, the loyal seneschal of the dynasty. The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine. Rever turns around and looks up at you. He hesitates for a few moments, then addresses Abelard, who is standing next to you. Sinister, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means the navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the Von Valentius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that all who have died this day. Okay. Master Helmsman Rever. Rever does not look away. He is giving you a hard stare, his white brows furrowed. Senator, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer,
oh.
It is my duty to inform
Voice
you,
act it now,
with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow, that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision.
Say nothing.
It is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Yay! I beat the tutorial. I died like 3 times.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. To hang the ancestral banners once again, and exact vengeance on the enemies of House
Hey,
von
that's not my ship.
and humanity.
My ship is big. Well, technically not bigger, but it's meant to do more damage. Man, that tutorial was 3 hours long, guys. Oy, oy, oy. Huh. Yep. Direct access to the ship's data crypts. I love the terminology data crypts. It's because like half of their computers are like use a biological component, so it's like to access them you have to talk to a dead person. Also, you gotta love that throne. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, the rake over you from head to toe. Frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. You had us worried for a few hours there, Abelard Alphas a thin smile, but after witnessing you fearlessly rush into the fray on deck, The only thing that surprises me is how long you stayed on your feet. Your strength only left you once the fighting was all over. Such fortitude is most admirable in a Lord Captain. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustain massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely. And now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. Alright. How did we come to lose so many officers? It appears the heretics were deliberately targeting the vessel's command. They knew exactly whom they were looking for and where they could be found, which is unsurprising given that their information on board was our own Master of Whispers. What's on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from their important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly could take a gargantuan effort. Even though, so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the system we are currently in, so prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their captain. Have you succeeded in tracking down Voigtfer? No, Lord Captain. In all the commotion, his trail went cold. Our people are still on the hunt for him, and many mutineers may still be skulking in the ship's many corridors. But frankly, would not be surprised to hear that we are now one shuttle short. I'm afraid that it will be some time before he answers for all he is wrong. I'm ready to start the briefing, summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Okay, you have found a consumable item. Grenades to... okay. A dozen pairs of eyes bore into you. The expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention officers, you have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Nihilus von Valencius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Okay, perhaps you would introduce those presents, Abelard. As you wish, your lordship. Abelard points to a tall, slender woman whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Victus Suri, Atta of the Toloman line, our new Voxmaster. Okay. Bows. Our Voxmaster, Victus, it is an honor to serve your lordship. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them. As well as external sources, I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravar, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. Let's see. The bearded man with the pale, almost transparent skin, large... this guy. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as a home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our high factotum generis Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and general material well-being of the ship. Okay. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery on board. Nice. The Infernus Master, whose crew works to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship. And lastly, Drive Master, servant of the Omnisaya. 3 officers salute you. The Infantry Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance portrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute, resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all tech priest mechadendrites. Little, wires and stuff that stick out of him. These things. Like, let's see. Yeah. Thank you, Abelard. Greetings to you all. Abelard, I serve at your pleasure, Lord Captain. Okay. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's reports. Yes, Lord Captain, I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been submitted to the Senator and the High Factotum. Alright. Okay, Abelard. The post passed to him after a previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far, he can take the heat, so to speak. High Factotum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given to the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system, in fact, belongs to Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially true given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Drive Master, I will hear from you now. Okay, Lord Captain, the foes that set upon the noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrows and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime Overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see, thank you. A void ship requires a new engineer, who may be found in there. Master Helmsman, deliver your status reports. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. We try to set so much as a toe inside the warp. I don't know what will happen first, but our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. That's bad. Your lordship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was Navis Nobilite Station. The station maintained complete Vox silence, but even in its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck. True blessing from the God Emperor. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. It's slightly less shitty news. We can go around and round this system until our heads are swimming, as long as the Prometheum and supplies last. And if any thick as Grok's lowlifes come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't worry about that score. Okay, Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire when I'm told, but just ask anyone. We got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply. It is as if a dam has burst inside and his pent-up emotions are rushing out. The ship's in ruins. Every second officer's dead, and now we've got a green lord captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence! Enforcer sees this mutineer. Okay, consumables. Oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna punish somebody for breaking. If only the officer out there fallen in pieces, and then that's not bad at all, your lordship. I do humbly apologize on behalf of the crew. What would you have us do with the master of ordnance? I should say, besides find a replacement. That is, for we already have one lined up. Ooh. I was dogmatic when it came to my faith, but I think I want to be iconoclast as it comes to my rule. Cease your sniveling. You disgrace yourself and your entire clan. Enough. The hysterics are over. Let us resume. Alright. The Master of Ordnance stands up, wiping the blood from his broken nose. His face is a picture of shock. What just happened seems to be dawning on him only now, in the knowledge of the fate he so narrowly escaped. Who the hell is Asher Natalomo? You're seeing that, right? Who is that? To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engine seer prime and a navigator. Is this all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain, but bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector, but we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. Okay. What can you tell me about the system in which we currently find ourselves? I see to the Voxmaster on this point, Mistress Tulemon. We're in the Rykard star system, and our voyage there was undertaken on the orders of your lordship's predecessor. There are 3 inhabited bodies in this system, and our attempts to send Vox messages have produced confounding results. The Navis Novolite station has not simply failed to answer, it seems to be maintaining a total Vox silence. However, we did receive a distress signal from the prison planetoid in system, and Rykard Minoris itself is also not responding to our hails. But what most is alarming is that our augurs have intercepted signals from the surface that seem to indicate ongoing hostilities on planet. Okay, the situation is not very encouraging, but without a navigator, tech priest, and new crew members, we won't be able to travel anywhere. Therefore, we must go to the planet and the Navis Novolite station and find what in the void is going on. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. Cool. Okay. Your lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lazy Theodora, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who was the authority commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. Lord Inquisitor, a secret organization tasked with hunting down the myriad of threats to the stability of the Imperium and all mankind. The hand of the Emperor, and the chief architect of his will in the Cronus Expanse. Okay. Came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You are referring to the contents of that note, I presume. Yes, quite right. XC, Xavier Kelsler. Alright. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Henrix van Kellox, an interrogator. You understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in the system, and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall, a massive void part in the edge of the Cronus Expanse, a notorious hotbed of vice, trade, and rogue trader intrigue. In the Furibundus system, finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Novalite or the Governor of Rekad Manoris, may know. And that is all of it, your lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is mere taste of the daily burden of the rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valencius Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and he seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Udira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. Sister of Battle, grimly large. The Psyker is suffering some ailment or dark menace. He insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak with me when you have time, rogue trader. Okay, Idara's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. Idara, come to your senses. Damn it. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is. No matter how hard I try, a single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? Cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Class? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know sense anything, I'll report it right away. Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. There is nothing else of value to report. I declare this briefing concluded. It is time to get to work. Alright. Use the system map to issue orders to the crew. That is a cool chair. No star system is alike. Each holds its revelations, surprises, and danger. To the wanderings of an unduly inquisitive Lord Captain. Okay, Warhammer Rogue Trader takes place in a vast region of space known as the Cronus Expanse. This sector is composed of numerous star systems, many of which you will get a chance to visit. You will find yourself scouring the void in search of routes leading to new, uncharted systems, discovering more routes as you explore the expanse. What you see before you is a map of one such system. Each star system contains objects that you can interact with. Such objects are marked as points of interest. Move your ship to a point of interest, then click on it. Okay. Scan. Voxmaster, Lord Captain, reporting the heralds of the Navis Nobilite continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Urek V being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting into the station's orbits. Their demands are cleared. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's dock. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite House requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. We will not invade a Navis Novalite station without first acquiring official approval. Lord Captain, only navigators are blessed with the gift of steering the ship through the immaterial. Anyone else would come to the same nightmarish influence it projects on the crew and the vessel. To attempt traversing the warps is not a fool's errand. Okay. Let's see. Order the Augur crews to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The officers from the Augur crew perform a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We are able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. Does not reply. Even... Okay. I guess just order the crew? Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening on the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Docking safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Alrighty. Ooh, hull integrity. Back to bridge. Hull ship management. Oh. Upgrade hull. Upgrade RAM. Cool. Engines. Cool. Oh, the ship levels up too. That is cool. Okay, but that's going to be it for today, guys. I've already streamed for like 3 hours. You guys have a fantastic day. I'm currently saving.